Okay, take number 46 of the first virtual meeting podcast. um, so, yeah, I haven't had you. You haven't been here in a while. So let's. How you been? How's everything going?
Good, just still no car. So,
Still no car. Yep, yep.
it's been that's been really a headache and a half, to be honest. Two kids, not okay not to have a car, just saying.
Yeah, yeah. So for those of you that were thinking about getting a Tesla, maybe you don't. if you get in an accident, it is you ain't getting it back.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I believe electric cars are, the way that it's going, it also would have been done possibly by now if
hmm
the insurance company didn't try to jip me out and make me do two claims so they didn't have to total out my car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
That delayed it by 3 weeks.
hmm
So that right there made it a little more rough than what it needed to be. But hey, you know, we keep on getting them rentals.
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah,
do what
no,
you gotta do.
literally, I think just so everyone I think I'm up to 4 grand in rentals now after two months, 2.5 months.
And
It's
how
it's
much longer
gross.
before you get the car back? Do they say?
No, November 15th.
What? Oh my God. 2 more months.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
And you're still paying the payment every month.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God. Okay. That hurts my soul and I
No,
feel
I think I say this every time. Whenever I think I'm almost up, I get smashed by this
you get
type of
humbled.
thing. And the thing is, literally, this was going to be the first month to where I was going to be able to dump in a nice hefty amount into my savings, and I was like, this is going to be so nice. Boom!
Yep.
Just the little things add up. Here's a 4 grand here. Here's a 4 grand here. Here's a 4 grand here. I'm like, geez, let's just go to Vegas at this point.
Yeah, I know, right? Have a better chance of at least getting some of it back.
I mean, no, at least at that point, I'm at least the one gambling it, and it's
Or
not
at
other
least having
people
fun, yeah.
throwing my stuff away. Last month, I think, and here's the thing is, I paid 4 grand ish for the rental so far. I still have to pay 4,500 when I go get the car because it's 2,000 for each deductible, and of course, because my tires are OEM and not actually stock, they couldn't supply one, so I have to pay 500 extra for one of the tires, so everything matches up. It's lovely. Um, I think I chargeback wise, agents underneath me from my old adventure rolled up more money, and I paid about 8 grand worth.
Huh.
So just so far last month with 12 G's in dumb stuff.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, it's right when you think you're there,
Gotcha.
they got different plans for you. They got different plans. They want to test you.
I was about to complain about my broken chair because I'm basically in a recliner all the time because it won't lock in forward. But
And then perspective hits you.
yeah, that's kind of negligible. I won't
You're
I
like,
won't
man, I didn't know if I wanted to do the 125 chair. I thought that was too expensive.
I know. Literally, we were at Walmart today and there was a chair for 179. I was like, for a fucking chair? No, no way.
I was gonna say 180, and I knew you were gonna complain about it. So
Yeah.
it's funny. You laugh at my chair because my chair is like the lowest it goes is still standing.
Yeah.
Guess how much it was?
I don't know.
$43 on Amazon.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think I got this at Staples for like $60 and two
And I'm
days in
standing
I broke it.
80% of the time at my desk. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when I do jump in the chair, I'm doing stuff like this. I'm doing videos,
Yeah.
um, tutorials, that type of thing. So,
Yeah, nice hat
it's
by the
very
way.
rare.
I said that in one of the previous recordings, but thanks for the product placement.
What?
Free advertising. My hat, your hat.
Oh, yeah, no, no. And then, I mean, so the point of owning a company is if you own something, why would you not promote it? And for me,
Here I am wearing an Under Armour shirt.
here
Nothing
I
else.
am with zero branding
Yep.
everywhere except for the one thing that um, the one thing that does have a brand can be brought back to our family somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the funny thing is I actually have some of my own coming out that and like I like this style so much, Chayton. It's
hmm
gonna be literally the same thing just with my logo.
Yeah. No, it's the
I like this
easiest.
I like this hat. It's very nice. I don't know where I'm actually did you get it from who I think you got it or
Yeah, look at the side of the hat. It's on there.
is it?
Yep. Other side.
P-
It's branded Bills.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
I know you. I know who you were thinking, and no, the last round of hats I got didn't work out. So I just went. I was like, I'll spend a little extra and get some nice hats this time.
Well, so that's what I've been noticing, man, is it really is that difference.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a quality gap in America.
Yeah, spend
Um,
$100 extra, and I got nice, really, really nice hats. And I was like, all right, that's worth it.
Now,
So
how many did you get though?
just 12. It was like $300. So
But the thing is, it's not like it'd be different if you, um, like when is your man? I can't even think of what it's
it's the end of the
called.
month,
Your
28th.
28th.
Yep.
Okay, that's why. Where's you can tell me offline, never mind. But
No,
yeah, no, okay,
everybody
that
needs to
makes
go. Yeah, World Equestrian Center is having a Ocala Home Show on September 28th and 29th, and that's where I'm going. I will be there with a booth set up. Come and see me.
okay. Now, how what are the times? Because I'm on like it's so funny. People might not understand, but I don't actually know. So
I don't either. I think it's 10 to 5 both days, something like that. But I'll figure it out while we're talking. You can still see me, right? I didn't
yeah,
throw me off.
is it just you out there, or are you?
Yeah, the one employee that was going to come out with me had a family event come up. He's not able to make it. So yeah, I'll be sitting down there if you want to come hang out.
Yeah, let's. I'll throw on. You got a shirt?
Absolutely. I'll hook you up.
I'll throw on. I'll put on a suit pants and I'll come be a little salesman for you for the day.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Um, so yeah, that's coming up. It is September 28th and 29th.
Definitely
From
check me in for the 29th. I think the 28th because you're doing that. I gotta go. I gotta play uncle.
Okay, yeah, probably. So 28th is Saturday, and it is from 10 to 6, and then Sunday 29th is from 10 to 5. World Equestrian
Awesome.
Center.
I'm actually really excited about that one. Um, because for me, it's not just about like I know I'm like I just said I'm gonna go there for there. But it's as easily all I do is put on my jacket and
Yep.
now I'm CEO, COO, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
whichever company I want to.
Just look important, yeah.
It simple.
Yep, and that's it's a really good time. I mean, I've gone to almost every one over the past couple years, and I always say, "Oh, I should do this. I should set up a booth." But I was with that other company and never did. And then this year I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna do it." And so we'll see. If it doesn't
Well,
return any money, then I won't do it again. But
let's talk about that because that's 2 weeks out, right?
yeah,
Okay. What what plans have what have you put in place so far for that event? Like, what have you got any new um, booth set up for it
yeah,
in
yeah.
that
So
sense?
yep. So I'll have a big printout backdrop behind me. I was going to purchase the actual because I'm going specifically to sell those pergolas, right, which are right here. These guys.
Okay.
So they're like super high end pergolas that we're an authorized dealer for. We have trained up installers, all that. And I love them. And they're quick. They're good profit margins for the company. So if I can sell only that, then I will shift from dealing with all the other crap that I deal with and just sell
Oh,
those.
that
They're that
ha-
great. I love them.
you've sold a few already or no?
I've put one together so far, but I've been around a couple others, and then again I've done all the research, and it's just I've got samples too. Not that this is supposed to be a sales call about it, but anyway, um, it's just a really great product. It's something that I'm comfortable selling to somebody and standing behind. You know what I mean? It's got the quality that I want in anything that I do. So when I found out about them, I signed up. It took me forever to sign up, but I got everything taken care of. Got signed up. So yeah, I have. I was gonna get an actual pergola, but it was a little too much to not know what the return's gonna be. You know what I mean? So I set myself a budget to spend on the event, and the pergola itself was like triple that budget. So I said, okay, if this one goes well, on the next one, which is in January, I'll just buy a pergola, put it up there, and then I'll do a giveaway. So I will give that pergola away. I'll just have people come and fill out, give me their information. We'll put it
You'll
into a
get the entire building.
yeah, we'll put all their information in CRM. So I've got some marketing, that I can hit them with. Um, and then I'll give it away because I think that's a great way to get clients in and get information in. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
yeah, but bro, all it would simply be, we got an iPad out there. I'd make one simple form that goes
yep,
into your CRM, and
that's it.
then if whoever wins, obviously it gets filtered that, and then they go on your email list, and you can go drip them about your pergolas for the next 12 emails for the next 2, 3 months, and try to soak in 2, 3, 4 other clients.
Exactly. So that's
Hmm.
what I'll do next time. This time I'm not doing that. I have a big printout of a couple pictures of the pergolas, some of their add-on features, some of their stats, stuff like that. Um, and then I have a table set up, and I've got my logo and stuff printed out on the table, and then I got a bunch of handouts. So I'll have these there, these like booklets that they give me. But
Hmm.
these things are, I mean, they're huge, and they're like 30 pages and really expensive to print. So what I have are essentially, just one page deals with the information on them that the clients can take. You know what I mean? That the potential that way they've got me. Um, and again, that's not the ideal way to do this. Ideally, you want them to give you information so that you can market to them, consistently.
Stop. What we're gonna do, just so you know,
Hmm.
is those handouts are amazing, but you have an iPad, so I will make you a page, a form that will collect and go into a CRM to where if they are there at the table,
Yeah,
they can fill it out and it will go into a form. Because if
yeah.
like, if not, you're wasting.
No, absolutely. So that would be great. That way I can have that set up, and then, um, yeah, we can get them to fill that stuff out and put them on a list, and then blah blah blah. So I mean that was the intent at the beginning. It's just I've got too many headaches going on that I shouldn't have going on. That unfortunately, the things like this that would progress my company, I'm not able to focus on as much as I'd like to because I have to go put out fires. So
Well, the saying working in your company and on your company, those are two different activities. Both are much needed
hmm
activities when you are a COO, CEO, the 1099 contractor type ordeal. You're your own boss, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, but man, do I hate getting stuck working in the business all day. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I had 3, 4 things I wanted to work on the business for, and I have to push them off another day, which means no growth again.
yeah, yeah. And it's we obviously since we started this podcast, that's what we've really been trying to coach people on and get
Hmm.
there. And it's not something that happens overnight. You know what I mean? I'm miles ahead of where I was when I started the podcast. When we started the podcast, I've made huge leaps forward. I have 3 employees, and they're doing fantastic things. They're doing their jobs. I would say 99% of the time they're doing their jobs perfectly. And they are relieving me of work, but the problem that I'm facing is somehow, with no advertising being done, besides for the pergolas, and the leads that I'm getting for the pergolas are garbage because I'm going through the pergola company and they're just kind of doing generic stuff. So I'm getting garbage leads from that. But
Telling you, I got you.
yeah, I'm doing no advertising, and somehow we're getting overwhelmed with freaking work. Like I'm signing up work left and right, and so I'm trying to stay on top of all of that.
Yeah.
And so, again, even though all of my employees are doing their jobs, it is overwhelming for them. So I'm having to still come in and fix things, and not fix things, but help them. And simply because I don't want to hire too many more people.
I was
Um,
gonna say, well, are you just in that pickle area right now to where it's just,
yeah,
um,
the reason being is for me, like I could probably do a part-time office manager, but I will not do a part-time office manager that works from home. So I need an office in order to get that in.
I'm struggling with that right now. Um, when I can do a part time in home, like in office individual, two things. I can control because I work in my office the entire time.
Yeah.
I can control what they're doing, and not what I mean by control is the wrong word. Manage is the better word, but I hope people know what I mean there. I'm just being very loose.
Right, right.
I want to ensure the 20 hours I'm paying for are being used for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Virtually, unless if you have them clock in,
Hmm.
and even clocking in, you can't tell the entire time.
Not when they're
So
working from home. No.
it's one of those things to where unless you are that strict boss to where it's like, okay, hey, you're going to be on Zoom, you're going to record the day's worth of work to prove that you are working for the 4 hours I need you to out of the day. Because if you're part time, you don't need breaks. You're just working. You know what I mean? So it's like, how far do you go before it's like, are you working for Hitler?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the reason I'm not doing is because the first office manager I had, I said, yeah, you can work from home. I don't care. And then that lasted 3 months, and I was like, my gosh, nothing's getting done, and I'm paying you a salary every week instead of hourly,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm losing money. So I will not do that again. It will be somebody that works in an office. So I have to get another office in order for that to work. And I'm not going to go out and just get an office because I need a shop now because I have a crew and I need a trailer. You know what I mean? Like,
You know,
I need
I
somewhere to put it all.
I still say whenever you do get an office, just get one size bigger, and I have no problem getting an
Absolutely.
office in there with you.
Right, right. That's just
Um,
the thing is like leases for office and because I need a flex
they're
space.
terrible
Yeah, I need
right
some
now.
warehouse space and
Um,
it's not it's not worth it right now.
no, and the thing is, most of the places in Ocala are just trash. Like, I can't even find month to month renting at offices right now because everything is completely packed.
Yeah. Yeah, and so yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm still working in the business simply because I'm trying to find this sweet spot where we've got enough work to keep my crews busy without overwhelming them, but uh, you know, not enough or sorry, not too much to where I'm having to get more people or, spend more money because then I'm not making that money. You know what I mean? I'm
Hmm.
trying to get that sweet spot. I've got the right guys. I just have to figure out honestly, I just have to start saying no to jobs. I have to charge more. I don't know. I have to do something um, to lower that issue. Because again, all the jobs that I'm getting it's all word of mouth. So it's people that want me, not people that you know. It's only
They
people
want
that
you.
like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when they call me, it's not like, "Hey, can you give me an estimate?" Because there are some of those, but I blow those off over the phone. I say, "Oh
I
yeah,
know
here's a ballpark.
it's most of like, hey, John
When can you
told me to
start?"
use you. Just come
Yep,
here and let me know how much it's going to be. Yeah,
that's
no,
it.
no, and those are the best though, and I mean that's
It is good.
honestly when
It's
you
good.
know you're doing business right. And the good thing is you're in the field to where if you get two, three of those each month, you're doing good.
Yeah.
In your industry, man, I wish I could live off of one or two of those referrals.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I mean, right now I've got freaking we just finished up one huge one, really big one that we've been kind of it's been taking a while because a lot of changes on it, but sorry, I'm just pulling it up. I've got it on my phone. So, uh if I go in here, we've got holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One of those that, or sorry, two of those I'm in the middle of. Eight, nine, I can't do any math. Nine of those are brand new that we're getting ready to start. And when you get ready to start nine jobs, every single one of those nine people are asking, can you get here tomorrow? And when will it be done? So,
So it's just a whole bunch right this second, and it's
yeah.
one of those things where the ebbs and flows, and I don't know. Have you figured out the difference between losing momentum and just the ebbs and flows of the work coming in and out because of starting nine jobs and then maybe going, the next month, 2 months of not starting anything and then starting two or three to where you're not losing momentum. You're just in between the job, you know, um,
Yeah. Yeah,
availabilities.
that's been a thing that used to happen, and it happens when you're a subcontractor. That happens all the time, where you get, you know, it happened almost every single one of my subcontractors at least once a month will call me and say, "Hey, you got anything for me?" I say, No, I'm about 3-4 weeks before I need you." And he goes, "Yeah, you and everyone else." I'm like, "Yep, sorry." Like it happens all the time where I'll call my electrician. I'll be like, "Hey, I got two things that I need you at next week," and he goes, "Okay, well I have nine houses sitting waiting on me that I have to get to next week." But because I have a good relationship with him, he usually pushes them off and comes and takes care of my stuff. But that's the type of thing that you're talking about where, a lot of these guys, and that used to happen to me where, everybody and their mom would want to start in 3 weeks. But for the next 3 weeks, I have nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a
Ah,
real big, annoyance that I used to deal with. But now that I'm a contractor instead of a subcontractor, all of my jobs are floating, so I'm constantly busy. It's not like, oh yeah, well, everything's sitting, I have no money coming in. It's something's moving at any given point. There might be two jobs sitting and four jobs moving, or vice versa, but something's always moving. I always have somewhere to put my guys, even if it's, to come up here and mow my lawn. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one day that we're like, oh, the electricians have to finish before you can go over there, okay, you come and mow my lawn. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you to go home and not get paid. I will
mm-hmm.
keep you busy. But yeah, it is that's where I'm at now, and it's really nice. But again, nine jobs, you know, is a lot. I
Oh
told
no,
my
that's a headache just with you and one manager. Like
yeah.
that's if you split it, you take five, he takes four, and you're still having headaches because there's tons of new things going on with new projects starting.
Yeah, so that's and then I'm still doing all the sales work, and I'm constantly getting screwed over by someone. You know what I mean? So like for instance, this last week I had a drafting company and an engineer screw me over. Right? They told me they'd be done, and this was I talked to him initially 4 months ago. So every week it's been, "Yep, I'm sending it to you today. Sending it to you today." Never got it. So I
I
hi
hate working with people like that.
Yeah, so I hire a new one, right? And I say, "Hey, listen, I need this done this week. Do you have time to do it? If not, just tell me now so I can do something else." And he said, "Yep, no problem." He's supposed to have it done on Friday. Thursday, I messaged him. I said, "You still on track for tomorrow?" And he goes, "Nah, we don't have time." So I spent Thursday night until 4 a.m. Friday morning working on drawing up plans that I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I mean?
But because it was on you, and
That's it.
yeah,
So I just do it. You know what I mean? And I will get over that. We'll get to the next stage, but it happens sometimes, and it's how you react to those things. Where if I were to push that off another week or 2 weeks to hire somebody else, I lose that job. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. And then how do you explain that to your client? Hey, look, um, here's my communication. You can see it wasn't me. I'm going to go attempt to find someone else. or I could do it myself. But if I do it myself, I will have to charge a little bit. You
Well,
know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
how do you? And I know you probably haven't done that, but I'm like, that's my only thought process of like, how can that be adjusted to where it's equally fair? Well, hey, look, I tried to do my job. You see that I did my job. I
Mhm.
can go this route, or we can go this route. Either way, it's going to get fixed.
Yeah, and I mean, that's essentially what I did was, I, the, luckily the client that I'm working with is somebody that I've been working with for years. So it doesn't matter
Okay.
what happened. I pretty much could have, you know, drove into the side of their building and he would have
Try
been like,
not to
it's
do
okay.
that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just communicate with him. You know what I mean? And then, I tell him, hey, listen, I drew the plans. I have to draw the plans. It's the only way this is going to get done. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm going to finish it. And I already charged them for the deposit because I had every intention of paying somebody else to do it, and they didn't do it. You know what I mean? So
Oh, and you didn't pay the other people yet?
no, no, I haven't paid them because
Oh,
they haven't finished. Yeah.
oh,
So
then no harm, no foul. Then that's your payment.
no, yeah, I know. It's just it's time that I could have used doing something else. But
I know
whatever.
I agree with you, but at least and see and I'm glad I dug into that a little bit because just as maybe most people would have assumed, I assume straight off the rip that you did that pro bono just to make sure that you
I
kept the business.
I absolutely would have.
And no, and I know you, and that's why I assume that straight away. Um, but that's the thing is, then I could really see any type of frustration at that point of going, well, hey, I had to do this because they failed, and now I had to waste 8 hours of my time, not get paid, no value for my time. I mean, at least in this scenario, even if you did it and you have to pay a little bit of a fee to go get engineer stamps, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, there was still at least some type of value there.
Yeah. Yeah. And the only so like I said at the beginning, I have to start letting work go or something. The only way that I do that is on good terms. I don't want to let work go because I'm incompetent or because something like this happens. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that is why I did, I fixed it. But otherwise, if it were something where I'm like, hey, at the beginning, hey, I really don't have time for this. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? But if you don't do that, then you risk getting a bad review. You know what I mean? You risk getting a bad review after you wasted 4 or 5 months of their time. Um, and I didn't want to do that. So I just did the plans. But again, I'm just in this sweet spot right now, trying to figure out what the happy medium is to keep my guys busy, keep the company rolling, making good money, and free up my time to do the stuff I need to do. And it's good. It's just I just have to start shutting down work when it comes in. The problem is like every single one of those 9 jobs, each one of them, I used a higher and higher percentage, and every single one of them sold. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Where do I stop? Like, I can't.
No,
Uh,
that just means when you go to start, you're gonna have to start where you stop. Then you know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
know. I'm that's what I'm gonna do. Next call that comes in, which I'm going to look at one this week. I just add a little more and see it. You know what I mean? And get to the point where I need to be without being ridiculous. And that's it. So,
Yeah, I
anyway,
agree.
I wanted to make this a quick one, just as a test. Make sure that we got the software working right, that everybody's set up. We'll get you one of these boom arms, and next week we'll see if we can do a couple. Maybe an actual hour or something. Um,
Well, now that we have, we can do this literally anytime.
yeah.
It's game over. Like this is easy.
Yeah, yeah,
I can
yeah.
just
And it's
schedule it
much easier
now.
to get guests on now too. Now that I know this works. So I do have a couple recording or people that are going to come on to do like virtual like this. So
Hmm.
if it works out with your schedule, we'll have you on too. You know what I mean? That way all of us can be there. But if not, no big deal. You and I can keep going for sure. Now that you don't have to, since you don't have a vehicle and won't have one for 2 more months.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. And then, well, see, I can't even lean back. But
Well, you want to switch? I'm basically laying down here.
well, I mean, to
Oh, look
to
at
be
that
honest,
insurance.
I'll be standing on the next few, but I'm gonna try to make sure I have my half painted walls done as well.
Yeah, I see that swath you got behind you. What is that, black? You painting the room black?
Well, I'm gonna do what I think is I'm gonna do black there, and then I'm gonna do an accent
Oh,
wall.
nice. Fancy.
Only because I've got the 5 walls and that door
Yeah.
on this side, the French doors, and I
Yep.
don't know if anyone can see that, but it's you don't have 90 degrees, so it's kind of weird to do 2 walls black, 2 walls gray,
Yeah.
and one random. So the best way I can think of is just do one accent.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
And
Awesome.
if anyone's an interior designer and wants to throw something out there, I can always repaint.
Yeah.
It's only paint. I'm
Yeah,
good.
sounds good. That's probably what I should have done behind me because I hung up those curtains and I could have just painted. They didn't
Yeah,
provide any
so
sort of anything. I could have just
I
painted the
like,
walls.
but the thing is, I needed to fix my wall anyways, where I stubbed
Yeah.
my toe
Yeah.
and went through my wall. Whew, almost, I could have had another broken big toe on that one. That was close.
Yeah.
Um, but I had to fix my wall anyway, so I have half my wall scrubbed down right now. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some paint on it. Let me see what it looks like.
Yeah.
If anything, it only takes me 20, 30 minutes
Per
to
wall. Yeah.
slap on. Yeah, and I was gonna say a wall, not the whole thing. I'm not insane, guys. I don't
Yeah.
have a sprayer. I have a roller. Like I'm old fashioned with this. Um, Probably 20 minutes to cut everything in, and then a good
20
two
minutes
hours
to
to
roll
paint the
it
room.
out. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, not bad.
No, I mean the room doesn't barely have anything in it. All I'm cutting in it is the bottom trim because the top I don't care about.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm noticing too is you probably need some soundproofing in there because it is echoing pretty bad
Yeah,
because of your
well,
floor and you have no
um,
furniture.
so it's not really that. What the issue that I see is just so everyone can see this. Boom! It's a cathedral in here.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing just goes straight up. It's literally like 16. Not maybe I'm wrong on that. 16-foot ceilings. I'm totally wrong on that.
Yeah, probably 12.
But probably like 12. I'm gonna leave it to the
The one who knows. Yeah.
constructor. Yeah, that because that makes
Con,
sense. The
con,
general contractor.
there you go.
Jeez, this guy.
Yeah, yeah. The only reason this room's got some sort of soundproofing is because of this big fuzzy fucking couch behind me. So, otherwise, if I didn't have that in here, it was really echoey.
So I actually put up one of my so you know those traveling posters that I got to go
Yeah,
speak on. So I put one of them up hoping that it would try to help with the
gotcha.
sound. All of a sudden, I'm going to start yelling in here and just hear.
We'll have
But
to give you these sheets.
well, no, I've got some sheets, but I got to get some. I gotta figure out what to do in this room. Maybe just get some of the sound pads and stick it to the top,
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
and just do
Anyway.
like, yeah. I'll leave it at that. But I
Yeah, well, we got. I got a kid that's crying. I can hear him, so we'll go.
oh, good luck.
Yeah, take care of that stuff. And yeah, so now Rudy's back. So we will. I'll probably slip one of just me in every now and then, but it'll be. I'm pretty confident that you'll be around from now on since you can be.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out how to slip one of mine in there.
Yeah,
Be
absolutely.
a little assassin. I got to figure
Yeah,
out what I'm gonna. What do you call yourself? Chatting with chatting.
it
Chayton.
was.
Jeez, I said that's so wrong.
I thought it was gonna chatting with chatting. Yeah, I appreciate that. Um, I thought it
Chatting
was
with
gonna be
Catalina.
chatting with Chayton. Um, but it just sounds too. It doesn't sound good. I don't
Doesn't
like it.
roll off the tongue.
So watch this. I'm gonna put in ChatGPT real quick. Give me 5 options for a name for a solo hosted self improvement podcast hosted.
This man says self improvement.
Oh yeah, just something where the
It's in the
host's
eye of the
name
beholder.
is Chayton Giessen. All right, let's see.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever had ChatGPT try to speak your name?
No, evolving with Chayton. Unlocking potential. Nope. Change your. Nope. Rise and thrive. Nope. All right. Those are okay. That was worse than what I had. Okay.
Morning with Chayton. Let's rise and thrive.
Yeah. Oh, that is cringy. No thanks. I'll actually put a real prompt in there and I'll come up with something, I'm sure. But that was
Real
just
prompt in there. He's
a
a
rise.
prompt engineer, guys. Don't
No.
let him fool you. That's his new job.
You
Prompt
want to know what
engineer.
I've been doing? Is I just tell it,
What's
hey,
up?
give me a prompt. That won't be shitty. And then I use that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's
Yep.
one way. I mean, it's better than just throwing in
What I just
random.
threw in.
He's a prompt engineer, guys. Watch out.
Yep. So
Hey, go on
stay
Fiverr,
tuned.
make that money.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll end it there. We'll see you on the next one. And it's good to have you back. It was
All
good to
right.
have a
Yeah. No,
conversation with you.
it's good to be back. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you. Thanks.
How about?